Hello, hello. Welcome to Generational Viewpoints. I'm Carolyn.
I'm Nakia.
We want to thank you guys for joining us today. If you're new here, we are a mother-daughter duo. We do reality TV and hot topics. Tonight, we are going to be I'm sorry. And to the subscribers, you guys, thank you guys for being here as well. Go ahead and hit that like button as y'all come on in. Hello, Crystal. Hello, Travelnista. We are so happy to see you guys.
Hey, y'all.
Before we start talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville, we want to talk about Candy for just a moment, y'all, because this video has been making its rounds of Candy talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta's production.
Oh, just ask any tea on RHOA you can share with us. Other than they still haven't told everybody who they bring back. Yeah, they over here, they being real tripping because they act like people don't have a life. People got lives around here. We got to make plans for other things.
Yes. And Randy says, Candy, please tell us you'll be a part of the new cast for RHOA. They are still working on the new cast, so I can't tell you anything. I would love to be able to tell you something, but I.
Hello, Pamela. How you doing? So I feel like, Candy, they are telling you something without telling you something, and you need to take a hint, my love.
Right. She's shaking in her boots.
I feel like Candy, you always do whatever you want to do anyway. It doesn't matter if she's filming The Real Housewives of Atlanta. She will book 20 more jobs while she's filming The Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she will make the viewers of The Real Housewives of Atlanta suffer and watch her be tired, bags under her eyes, dark circles, suits, braids to the back, boxer braids. We got to see you just wore out and wore down.
And the thing is, she'll tell us, she'll be like, you lucky I'm here. I don't even want to be here. I'm like, excuse us? It's like Atlanta is not glamorous anymore. It's like low.
And Candy is like a workhorse. She's not out here showing us a luxurious lifestyle, So Candy, girl, if somebody calling you, take them calls and make your money. And let them. I don't care if they recast the whole show.
She's talking about they tripping. No, you tripping, and you need to go. Bye.
Let them all go.
They can all go. I agree, absolutely. And I'm glad to see her finally shaking in her boots because she really got to the point where she had an ego problem. But
yes,
Candy fans are crazy, so I don't even want to talk about Candy. Let's get back to Love and Marriage.
Sometimes Candy fans crazy because sometimes Candy fans, they just like who they like. They agree with you and they don't agree with you.
Oh, but Candy got money. She's got businesses, okay, and yes, she does. And
what else is going on?
Like KeKe said, your point is,
show me something. Show me something like at Mardi Gras. Show me something, Mister, because we ain't seen nothing since died and since her and Ty got together. We haven't seen anything from her, since then.
I agree.
So
Mama Joyce too.
Let the pluck go, Bravo. Let them all go.
Sheree was shaking in her boots too. She was like, the man was like, well, you don't have nothing to worry about. And Sheree was like, well, I hope not.
You can go, Sheree, while you up here giving us fake storylines, bringing on Martell Holt with this fake storyline that he was about to fix you a pool in your backyard, and he don't even have a license in Alabama. So what is he doing in Huntsville? Tell me that.
And then the fact that they didn't even try to make it believable. Like, you could at least act. Martell said that they're actors. Well, you need to act a little bit harder to make it believable because you're not doing a good job. We could all tell that relationship was fake. Stevie Wonder could see that.
When they first said it, though, I was excited because I thought it was real. So, yeah. But are you ready to get into Love and Marriage Huntsville?
Let's get into it. I mean, it wasn't really that good, but yeah, let's get into it.
Y'all, please hit the like button if you enter. We are not monetized. We are demonetized, and we are working towards our 4,000 hours all over again, y'all, to get remonetized. So please hit that like button and help us out. Um, so we're picking up on off of last week's episode. We are with KeKe. The focus is on KeKe. LaTisha says she cheated on her husband. He's cheated on her the entire marriage. Wow. She said the entire marriage.
But okay, my thing is, okay, almost everybody on this cast has dealt with infidelity. And it's not really surprising, but KeKe said it was from 18 years ago. You know?
LaTisha said the entire marriage, and she said they both have cheated on each other. So, in my opinion, I just feel like KeKe has a lot more pressing issues to be worrying about than worrying about Marcel and LaTisha. And I feel like she could have gave us a great storyline. I know a lot of people like KeKe because they say she came in and she's like a tornado or like a Tasmanian devil. And some people say if it weren't for her, we wouldn't have had a lot to work with on Marriage to Medicine. I mean, on Love, Marriage, Huntsville. I don't know, but I feel like KeKe should have given us her life. That's what I feel like.
Yeah, we could have got a little bit more KeKe. My thing is when LaTisha was exposing all of this, she did make it seem like KeKe directly gave him money to go on a date with another woman. And that's why I was saying last week, I was like, is she in an open marriage? So I don't like how KeKe kind of painted that narrative. So that makes me feel like maybe she does fabricate things, you know, because clearly that wasn't the case. Like, okay, yes, they probably did have infidelity in their marriage, but LaTisha just purposely tried to fabricate the narrative.
Okay, let's just say this. Me, you, Travelnista, Seceding 2, Crystal, we all start dating someone and we like them and they ask us for money. And for some crazy, it was their lucky day. We decided as a woman to give this man some money. And you later on that day come on a date with somebody else using the money that you gave him. Are you going to go on another date with him? Are you going to cut him off? If you're in the beginning stages of a relationship with somebody and they use your money to take another a show on a date, what you gonna do?
Break up.
Exactly. That's how you right there, KeKe crazy as hell. Because who's sticking around for that if it's somebody you don't know?
We don't know the full situation, but she said it was 18 years ago, back when they were in college.
But if
I mean, this was 18 years ago, back when they were in college, and she was, you know, young and naive. But as a grown woman, no, I don't think she would. But probably because that was so long ago, you know. So I don't know. I know. That's just how I'm thinking. Because yeah, as a grown, mature woman, no, you would not take something like that. But as a teenager that's young in college, you dating, let's say you in love for the first time, like she probably gonna take him back. So I don't
know. Okay. Seceding says Martell used a freebie to make Sheree's pool. I can't understand why fans believed it was real. I don't think he's attracted to older women. He kissed Sheree on the cheek, and even that looked awkward. I will say, because I was fooled myself, but when we saw that live of them, the first live that they did together, it was awkward, it was boring, and there was no connection. So I definitely see what you're saying.
But what does she mean that he used a freebie to make Sheree's pool? Sheree's pool. What freebie? We know Sheree likes free things, but
but I mean, did she even ever show us the pool?
No.
If it was a freebie, like if somebody, you know, if she just
Sheree never even mentioned anything of that
advertisement. I mean, I never saw the pool.
Yeah.
Cecita says, I don't give men money. They wouldn't even ask. Because you don't give off those vibes that they could even
Right.
use their mouth to do that, huh, boo?
That's
I know that's right. Travanista says, dismiss him forever. Right. You don't have any ties to this person. So it's weird.
It's definitely time for KeKe to go, though. She brings nothing.
She bring a lot of lies. How about that?
A lot of lies and erratic behavior, like Carlos said.
Yeah. So next they're saying LaTisha says she heard the conversation between KeKe and the barber. I don't know how she heard it. If the man sent her the video, I don't know how but she said she heard the complete conversation between KeKe and the barber and asked KeKe about it, and KeKe lied to her. And KeKe said, LaTisha said that's why she had no further conversations with her, because she knew she could not trust him. So,
to be honest, I'm just so over this whole situation. Like, they need to just give it up, because the fans are tired. This is being dragged out for what? LaTisha, we know you're not going nowhere. Now, we know your husband did cheat, but even if he did, we know you're not going anywhere. So just leave it alone. Like, just
I
let
feel
it
like
go.
this man cheated, but nobody has brought out the proper receipts. And I feel like at the times that he was cheating, if those women knew that they could be propelled into this right now, they would have kept whatever receipts, they had during the time that he was doing these type of things. I feel like if he does it now, he's with people that has things to lose as much as he does, or either he's not doing it at this moment in time.
Well, what I heard allegedly, if Martell gets fired, I heard that he's gonna drop all the tea and all the receipts on Marceau and Maurice about them cheating. So I'm like, okay, fire him, because I want the tea. I want the truth and the receipts. And he's the type of person to do that. I'm surprised he hasn't done it already.
Well, the reason why he hasn't done it already is because he needs allies on this show. That's why when he came back after the divorce, he tried to turn every single person against Melody. Martell, he got a little bit of sense, not much, but he got a little bit. Okay. So next, KeKe's sobriety is questioned, and Carlos asked the question: is KeKe healing or half baked? And they do the whole Huntsville news. They do a her throwing the drink in LaTisha's face. They just show all of the things we went through with KeKe on this show. So,
and it's a lot. It's a lot to say she hasn't even been on the show that long. All of this is in one season, which is insane. But it does bring the question: was that test tampered with? Because Carlos brought up a good question. But my thing is, when he said, KeKe, the cast and crew has stated that, you do at times have erratic behavior. And I'm like, and so does somebody else on that couch, Martell Holt. When are you going to address his erratic behavior? Why are we not holding him accountable? So I was just like, and so is Martell. His behavior has been even more erratic.
Martell.
But we don't get to see that.
What, you said Martell?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I feel like Martell is more a mental issue. I feel like Martell is more, it's more of a something going on up there, And KeKe, I feel like KeKe's is more of substance abuse. Allegedly. We don't know. The drug test that Melody gave to KeKe, Carlos had questions about it, because Melody said that everything was negative. And if she's on methadone, why would it show up negative for methadone as well? So something is fishy there. I don't know if Melody was trying to help her girl out. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here with this situation. If it was
it don't sound right. I don't know. It's just crazy. I really personally don't even like how Carlos even brought that up. You know, I feel like Carlos does play favorites a lot.
I feel like methadone is a drug. And I feel like KeKe has stated that she is on this, and I feel like she needs to go ahead and get off of that. If it's causing you profusely sweating, being jittery, you know, why would you want to still live like that?
Yeah.
This stuff, get off of all of this stuff. This is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and I didn't even know they give this stuff to people who haven't done the H word with the needle. Like I thought that was just for people who have been on Darien. I always try to use a different word instead of the word that I'm trying to say, so y'all understand what I'm saying. Darien, but with an H.
Okay.
You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah.
Okay.
So I thought they gave it to them. I'm not a nurse. I'm not a doctor. I don't know how all of that works, but I just feel like she needs to be completely off of any substance because you're looking real crazy out here in these streets. You asking people for money. You on the news, and Marcel said that you can. What did he say? He said you can steal out of there, go get a gift card, sell the gift card for money. That's what he said she did out of Home Depot. He know a lot about it, child.
He would know about scamming.
He probably was a buyer. He probably was a buyer from some of this
He
stuff.
would know a lot about scamming, wouldn't he?
Yes, I can see him partaking in stolen goods, allegedly.
I mean, if you hear what I hear in the YouTube streets, he would know a lot about it. But Succeeding says,
I might have taken a clip.
If Carlos watched a great content creator who is a nurse, she explained why I came back negative. And that makes sense.
Tell me, please.
I mean, it must be some sort of reaction then, you know. I mean, that would make sense.
Who is the nurse? Yeah, listen, I'm not that type of content creator, baby. Tell me who it is, because I want to go over there and look at it. Some content creators do not like people to say other people's names in their comments. But honey, give me the tea so I can go and see myself.
Oh my gosh. They give alcohol to alcoholics when they are impatient until they are weaned off. Crystal says methadone is a synthetic opiate primarily used in the detoxification and maintenance of patients who are dependent on opiates, particularly. Oh, you did say that, yeah. And the treatment of patients with chronic severe pain. Okay, so that does make sense then. Yes, they do.
Listen, if we listen to Miss Wanda, and if we listen to what they were saying on the reunion, really this reunion, Miss Wanda has accused KeKe of a lot of scandalous and dopehead things. And I'm inclined to believe her. So I feel like it may be more than
okay. She said Sassy T is the nurse who broke it all down. Thank you for that, Succeeding.
Thank you.
So how do we feel about when Carlos brought up the fact that he was like asking Kimmy and Melody, do you guys think LaTisha is in denial about Marcel's cheating? And they were both kind of like hesitant to answer. They was like, go ahead, Kimmy. Go ahead, Melody.
Well, I feel like I understand where LaTisha is coming from. If you're gonna come for my husband, bring some receipts.
Mama, he was caught in the hotel bed. Okay,
Where is the woman?
That was a receipt. That was a receipt. When he was in Atlanta, allegedly.
Hold up. When he was in Atlanta, that's where the hotel receipt supposedly came from. But if you're going to come for somebody, you need to have valid receipts.
Okay, listen.
Melody stayed with her husband for how long? Many moons.
Okay, listen.
You cannot force somebody to leave their husband over
Nobody's forcing her to
What's
leave.
indirect?
Let's be very clear. Nobody's forcing you to leave. People just want authenticity on this show. Don't sit here and play in our faces like we're stupid, because we're not stupid. Like KeKe said, one is dumb and one is an idiot. So, okay, here's the receipts for me. He was caught in Atlanta, a picture of his back in a hotel bed. That's a receipt. He was also, I mean, I don't know if that was the same time, but he was also in Atlanta with a friend. When she asked him who the friend was, yeah, this was that same occasion. The friend was Chris Fletcher. And what did Chris Fletcher say? He said, I wasn't in Atlanta that long. I wasn't in no hotel bed with him.
Okay, but don't we know that these people make up storylines too? I just feel like this may be something that they made up. You can't trust none of these people.
Succeeding says she knows her husband's back. Yeah, and so even on one
my God, I know my husband back too, girl.
Yeah, even on one reunion,
but we don't know Martell back. We know that could have been him, but it could have been something that they set up for their storyline. These people, listen, just like people, the love of money is the root of all evil these days. Do y'all see what these top tier or these bloggers with over hundreds of thousands of subscribers are doing? They're getting paid behind the scenes for their opinions. Their influence is being sold. There's no way in the world that you can sit up here with a straight face and defend Martell Hope for this revenge peace situation. And there are bloggers sitting up here on their platforms doing that. So with that being said, people would do anything for money. So do I think that LaTisha would be open, after she done got used to being on this show and used to all of the comments that come at her? Do you think she giving a him? No.
Yes.
I'm talking about allegations, and do I feel like she would go along with her husband's picture being put out there so she can get a check? Yes, I feel like she would.
I don't.
I do.
I absolutely don't. She isn't, first of all, she's not that smart. She can't even properly run her businesses. You think she's that smart to conspire?
Absolutely. When Martell in her ear, Martell is in her ear 24/7. She can't even get a thought out of her head without him twisting it.
I don't even think, like Succeeding says, I don't even think they're in a cohesive marriage. They're not even like the marriage team partnership is not even working out that great. So I don't think that they would even be smart enough to do something like that, because right now they're being sued. They have all of these issues going on. If they were this smart, they wouldn't have so many problems. If she was so smart, she wouldn't have plagiarized Stormi Steele's shipping policy. Like if she was that smart, I just feel like a lot of the problems that she has, she wouldn't have. And she would be smart enough to know that if you're authentic, the fans will actually connect with you more. Look at Melody Holt. Fans didn't really like her at first that much until she was so relatable when she opened up about Martell cheating on her. And then that's when a lot of women was like, oh my God, I feel bad for her. I can relate to that. I know what she's going through.
I loved Melody from the beginning.
No, people were like, you need to leave. You need to leave that man. Why she still with him? She ain't going nowhere. Like, people even called her narc. They were like, both her and Martell are narcs.
Listen to me. When if you go back to season 2, LaTisha was really upset when Melody said, go check on your husband. Get some kids to a babysitter and go check on your husband at the bar where you think he at. She was really hurt by that. By this season, by last season or the season before that, LaTisha told us she's not listening to anything anybody has to say about her husband. She told us that. Succeeding says they did not look cohesive on that stage today. I don't think they look cohesive because I feel like LaTisha is at a point where she ready to fire off on everybody, and Martell is still trying to treat her like she is the 4-year-old baby that he got to put to bed, you know, at 9 o'clock at night. I feel like she's ready to come back at people and defend her marriage and her life, and he don't want her to do that. He want to do it. Sassy Pants want to do it.
Who want to do it?
Sassy Pants want to do it. We create a fake storyline for a BBL though.
I believe she would create a fake storyline for a BBL.
She already did.
She would create a fake hair business, even though she's never been interested in hair before in her life. She would steal somebody's copyright policy or shipping policy from their website and claim it as her own. She would do a lot of things that don't make sense. So yeah, maybe y'all are right. She's very she's manipulated very easily. So.
And she manipulates very easily as well. Can we say that?
To who?
If you are creating fake storylines and you know your husband ain't cheating on you, you know y'all putting out fake stuff, that's manipulation. That's manipulation of the fans. Travanisa says they're all still on Love and Marriage Huntsville for money and fame. And that's correct. The love and money. Once you get a little taste, baby, once you get a little taste.
But the cheating did not originate as a fake storyline, you know?
No, it didn't.
Yeah, so that's my whole point. But do I feel like they're capable of milking it? Yeah, they are.
Absolutely. Marcel told us every time Funky Dineva come on the screen and talk about them or talk about their wine, he gets $30,000-$40,000 in sales from that black champagne.
Well, why is it not for sale anymore? It's like it's canceled down. It's like Inez wine now. It's not available. So who knows? But so whenever Carlos did ask Kimmy and Kimmy and Melody about is Tisha in denial about Marcel's cheating? Look at what LaTisha said, y'all. They scared to speak up on others. Laughing face emoji. Hashtag LMAH. Hashtag scary cat. Now, who's scared of you? Who is supposed to be scared of LaTisha, y'all? Who? Baby, they not scared of you. They just so tired. You know? They don't want to see you.
Trying to spare your feelings. It's not scared. They trying to spare you, girl, because for number one, you and Melody trying to pretend to be cordial to each other. So that's what that is. It's not about being scared at all.
Right. You see how delusional she is. She has no self-awareness. That's what I mean when I say she's not smart. How could you, in your right mind, really think that Melody is scared to speak on you? And Kimmy too. Delusional.
Right. Because Kimmy has went against LaTisha and her mama. So
yeah, Kimmy, I don't think Kimmy like Tisha or Melody, really, if we're being real.
Yeah. So Stephen says, I think Marcel has a way he thinks a woman should communicate. Professional reads, as slimy as he is, he doesn't want her communicating like the side of the tracks he said she was from.
He did say that. Mm-hmm.
You're right. I absolutely agree. But let the Wanda come on up out of LaTisha. Y'all storyline. Let it for real.
Lil Wanda. I mean, bring her out. I don't even care no more at this point. I mean, she really thinks she's doing something. Just let her think. Let her think there, y'all.
Where we at, child? Where we at?
Okay, so moving on. Chris and Nell come out and they look so good. They really embarrassing this whole cast how good they look.
Let me tell y'all something. What's her name? Nell. I tell LaTisha from Bell Collective. Look at Nell. Look at Nell dress. That's how you do a gold dress, baby. That's how you do a gold dress when you're a plus size woman. What she did over there on Bell Collective, that was That was really sad. And I bet you paid a lot of money for that dress. Seriously.
Yeah. Nell was so beautiful. Chris was looking good. I was like, see, this is how you do it. I don't know what these other folks got on. I'm sorry, but y'all showing y'all really from Alabama, huh?
I'm like, okay. This is wrong. This is wrong. The background looked like Easter. Well, really, it wasn't like the light pastel Easter colors. It was like the royal pink, the fuchsia, like our background is right now. It was beautiful like that. And here come Carlos in a red suit. Here come Martell in a red suit. Melody got on tinsel. She looked like a walking 1980s Christmas tree. Stormi and her husband look like they between Miami Vice and a whorehouse. Like it's just madness. KeKe, as much mess as I talk about KeKe, she the only one that her dress went with the background of the scenes, you know?
Yeah.
And then Chris and Nell, they didn't match the background, but they looked good together.
Yeah, they looked great. I feel like just give me 2 more couples like Chris and Nell, more seasoned, older, real businesses, mature, fun personality. Just give me 2 more couples like that. Ask them if they got some friends, and we'll be just fine for this show. Throw the rest away.
That's 1978. Hold up, girl. Hold up, girl. 1978. That was a good year.
You funny. Succeeding says that's what real business and money looks like. Chris and Nell. Exactly. Exactly. But
the thing says Stormi and Courtney look like Peptide Biz Mom. But the way Stormi dress was made and the way his suit was made and the material like silk or satin. I was not feeling it. It was a mess. And then Stormi hair was messed up.
And makeup too, yeah.
Yeah, and none of it came together.
Right. But I like Nell, y'all, because she's gonna set the record straight. She's not gonna hold her tongue. She's gonna let you know the truth. She ain't scared to say nothing to nobody. Martell.
And the thing about it is when you get to the age that they're at and you've lived life, you can tell your story and not be ashamed of your story. You know, it is what it is. And some of these people are not
at that place yet.
Yeah, Melody is in that place where she can tell you what it is, what it was, and how it's gonna be. Nell is that type of person as well. You need more people that's willing to open up their lives completely to reality TV.
And I feel like if you're gonna be on reality TV, you have to be willing to do that because this is what you signed up for.
Them people want the check. They don't care about nothing less.
I know, but they're gonna drag that show to the ground, just like Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Travanista says, could Stormi be expecting? I thought that at first because you could tell Stormi has gained, but you know, as women, we all gain weight and lose weight. But I feel like I was like looking at Stormi like, what is going on? But baby, just because everybody look like they gained weight on this cast. Everybody
they eating good, huh? They eating real good.
Oh, baby. Listen, I was up at 8 o'clock this morning eating beans and rice, sausage, baked chicken, and cornbread. I said, this is ridiculous. I said, my back is never going to unbig because that's Southern food.
Oh, Lord, I can't. That do sound good, though.
Okay, so Cena said the material looked cheap on them, but allegedly Stormi spent $4,000 to $5,000 on that dress. She should have got her money back. You should have just paid the deposit and not paid the rest of it, baby, and just went to the store.
But I kind of liked her husband's suit, but not for the reunion though. Maybe for a photo shoot or something. Yeah, but not for the reunion.
Yeah, it really, but it was just too much pink though.
Yeah. And then they already try to emasculate her husband enough. So why are you dressing this man in a full pink suit?
Yeah. Crystal says ratings will be low if you don't open up.
Exactly. Look at Housewives. They
Mhm.
went down, down, down. So we got Candy Burris shaking in her boots. And Sheree too.
Vanessa says she and Courtney kept their hands on her stomach. So maybe that, and you know what? She wasn't coming at people like she normally do. Cause she talked real slick to LaTisha during the season, talk about get active or whatever she was
Right.
saying. And so you are right. She was
So maybe she is.
maybe.
Because that is something they talked about during the season.
Yeah. But
It
I
is.
really feel like she would fit in more with Bell Collective. The Bell
Yeah,
Collective.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Did y'all know Stormi was on the show Bring It at first in Mississippi?
Yeah, I seen it.
Yeah, she need to go back to Mississippi.
Succeeding says I'm working out after this live.
It's -8.
And I cooked up some stuff. I'm eating homemade chicken fried rice now. This sounds so delicious.
Yeah. I'm waiting to go eat my chicken and sausage gravy after this live. So
Mm.
it's
Yeah.
like really cold here too. We got a winter storm coming.
Wait a minute. Wait, that's what she said. It's negative. Hey, where you living, girl? Where you gonna laugh? Y'all, we're not going to the I'm not going to Huntsville because the temperature's supposed to be 8 degrees or 9 degrees Sunday. I'm not traveling up in that. I've traveled in a storm before, and I had it was nothing but the grace of God to get us through a snowstorm on the way back from Atlanta to Louisiana, and we were supposed to be driving from. She was gonna drive from Houston to me, and I'm in Louisiana. We was gonna drive from Louisiana to Huntsville, but it's gonna be too cold. It's the weather too bad. I'm not going. I hope they cancel it, and then they just let everybody reschedule their tickets or whatever.
Yeah, they finna shut y'all down in Louisiana because y'all about to get some snow, right?
I don't know. If we don't get no snow, we getting some ice. That's for sure.
Yeah, so they shut the whole city down. Nothing like Indiana succeed. Nothing like Chicago.
Oh, she in Chicago?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That's where they had the people in the tents, huh?
No, that's California Bay Area.
No, that's not California. I'm talking about the immigrants. They had the immigrants in the tents. That's New York.
Oh,
and
okay.
they had to shut the kids' school down.
Yeah. Yeah, that's too cold for me.
Pacino says Stormi has been on Instagram working out and trying to lose weight. Oh, okay.
Okay, we'll see. Only time gonna tell.
Yeah.
So Martell, is that where we at? Martell gets exposed.
Yeah, we're moving to Martell, y'all. Martell. Melody says no forgiveness for Martell. Carlos is going back through all Martell scenes, all of the madness that he done did this
Martell
season.
does not like the way he's being portrayed. When they went through his montage, his package, he was like, really? Like,
and he blames Melody for all of it. Like, are you an executive producer as well? These people can only use what you give them. Like, you're a lunatic, you're a maniac. They can only use what you give them.
right.
And I absolutely agree with Melody when she said there's no forgiving anymore. She's tried this with you. If y'all remember last season, Melody wanted to take her children on a trip. Carlos approved her to do that because they were still filming, but she had to bring him with her in order to be able to go. And you take your ass to Destin and come back and go pillow talk with coleslaw, rat face coleslaw, tell her everything that went on. And then she goes on live and tells the world, so you are never to be trusted again. She's tried to forgive you time and time again. And you've proven that you cannot be trusted in no shape or form. You should never be forgiven.
Yeah. She's giving him so much grace.
That's not the Christian way, but we are in human form. We got to use our minds sometimes.
No, she's giving him so much grace to the point where you can't anymore.
Yes.
And he's done some nasty things.
Hello, Juan Davis. How are you? I hope you're having a good evening as well.
Yeah.
Casino says Carlos needs to give up the dream of them getting back together.
And Martell too.
And you know what's crazy? He always do that. He always say, Martell, you still in love with Melody. You know, Martell does give us the vibes that he's still in love with Melody, but y'all right, he don't need to keep saying that. Stop bringing that up. You know, it's never gonna happen.
And Martell is in denial too about that. That's why Carlos asked him, like, do you think it's really time to where it's like it's no going back because now she has changed her name? And I don't know why he's so mad about her changing her name. She's not married to you anymore.
It's because she wants no attachments to this man. You're disgusting. Everything about you is disgusting. And the only thing that she is wanting to do is raise her children. Unfortunately, you're their father. So outside of that, chop.
As she should. Now, Martell said that when he was questioned about his relationship with Sheree, he was like, they were never together. And I mean, Carlos just went on and on asking him about, that relationship. And Melody sat there and just listened to it, even though she knew the truth the whole time. That's what I'm talking about when I say she gives this man so much grace. Because I could never. I would have been like, stop lying. Stop lying. I just couldn't sit there and listen to these lies. And then he wants to get mad and say, you want to make me look bad? No, you make yourself look bad.
Right. All by yourself.
Yeah. Succeeding says, what do you all think Coleslaw said when all her family sent her the recording of him saying he's single once again, not claiming her?
She don't care.
She probably was like, oh, that's just for the show. That's just for the show.
Clearly, she don't care because she's there. She is the help, and she's proud to be that help. At one point, she was very angry with the Eminem children because y'all know she would put her kid on live and let people see her kid, and people would dog her kid out. That was the wrong thing to do. But she was jealous because people love the Eminem children. And oh Lord, y'all, hold on. Somebody is beating the window.
Oh Lord. Somebody's what? Now what happened?
Sorry, y'all. The doorbell rang twice, but I thought it was just about to, sometimes if it be about to die, it'll ring. So I thought it was just doing that, but it was PJ. And so he started banging on the door, girl, like he was the police or something.
Oh Lord. Okay. Anyway.
Sorry, y'all.
Martell gives the vibe of only missing the money and the perks that I agree, Travelnista. That's what he really missed. Mm-hmm. And even Melody has said that Martell has told her time and time again, if he could take back everything, he would. Now, how you think Coleslaw feel about him saying that?
What's disgusting is every time they bring up Coleslaw's name, he defends her.
Yeah, he does.
And they brought her up and he said he's not with her. And Melody is like, well, she's there every time my kids are there. So of course, Melody don't know what's going on with her children are not there. But when your children are there, she's there to help him with the children. And when Melody starts talking about her, he starts defending her. I feel like that's disgusting. And he shows his true colors when we start talking about Ariane because he defends her every time. After everything this woman has did, to destroy your family, you still defend her. And it's weird to me. I don't get it.
Well, this time, it really wasn't nothing for him to defend her from, though. This time. He was not claiming her at all. And Marceau was the one to really question him and hold him to the fire, which I was kind of shocked by that because I'm like, Marceau, you might want to simmer down because you got your own stuff going on. And Martell knows where the bodies are buried. So you might want to sit this one
Wait,
out, but he's so sassy, he can't help himself.
wait, yeah, this is what I'm trying to get to. On the reunion last night, Martell said that Martell and Coleslaw was married, but I think he was just saying in a sense of like common law. I feel like because she's there at our house all the time. Because when Martell said I'm single, Marcel was like, "Well, do she know that you're single?"
Right.
I hope that's what he's talking about. That's what he's saying.
I don't know. I don't know. Thank you, Teresa. Do I look like her? I don't know, y'all. Do we look like? But yeah, so if him and Ariane are together, I don't understand why he's constantly saying film my real life because you don't claim her publicly. So what real life do you want us to see?
Right.
You're not claiming her.
This man is full of chaos and confusion. He say one thing out this side of the mouth and something else out of this side of the mouth. He don't know what he want himself.
Yeah.
He cannot control any aspect of his life, at this point. If he could,
exactly,
he could have used this as a chance to rise from the ashes like a phoenix, but he has not.
And how he would have did that? What he had to say to do that?
He could have did is what he tried to do. He tried to listen to his publicist in the beginning when he went on. He was on some show and he said that it was his fault, and he really basically had out of the bloggers fool because we all thought that he was apologizing, taking accountability, for his actions, and then in the very next instant, the very next time he speak or went on a show or something, he did something to show us that he meant none of that. So if he would have came out and took accountability for ruining his marriage, built businesses, showed himself raising his children, maybe got into another relationship and held that woman down,
I mean, no, scratch that part off.
I'm telling you, people love black love. If he could have gotten into a relationship with another beautiful, successful relationship and held that relationship together and not been a bum, a scrub,
you're right. That could have repaired his image. You're right.
Abuser, raising your children. If you could have did that and not continually abused Melody, not continually brought her down in every interview that you do, or doing stuff with Sheree and not alerting your ex-wife that your children is about to be around a new woman, all of the things that he's done just make him look like the bum he is.
And that's why Coleslaw is him and her are the perfect match. So he's with who he deserves to be with. Succeeding, you funny. She's like mold in the house. He have to hire a professional to get rid of it. I mean, it seems like no matter what he does, no matter what he says, she won't go away. So you're absolutely right. I agree. Yeah. Juan said y'all are sisters, right? Just asking. No.
I'm the mama.
Yeah, she's my mom. I'm the daughter. He said that his kids were fine with her around. Y'all believe that? That is just painful.
Now, we know that ain't true.
Right. Remember on the reunion when Melody said when they saw him and Coleslaw at a restaurant, one of the babies rolled down the window and was like, "Get away from my daddy."
And he is traumatizing these children. He is traumatizing these children. All of the things that these kids have went through. Remember, when you're a baby or when you're a toddler, you're only going to remember the most traumatic things, and you're going to remember the best things that happen to you and the worst things that happen to you. That's what you're going to remember. So he is continually traumatizing these children with this BS, with this bum of a woman that he has around these children. It's really sad.
Right.
It's nothing that we can do about it, though.
Yeah, and it's no going back. Because they're gonna need therapy, and that's why Melody has put them in therapy. But I guess we can move on now. Tiffany and Big Lou come out, which I don't know. They didn't have much to talk about, but
Well, I feel like they are hiding the real issues that needed to be spoke on because they didn't speak on. I said this last week. They did not speak on Marceau saying that Tiffany needed to be. They didn't speak on that. And if we're not talking about that, we don't need to talk about nothing, you know? But
yeah, they didn't really go too deep in it. That's why I say Carlos, as a host, he plays favorites. Like, why are you not holding these men accountable for coming at this woman the way that they did? Why is he not holding them accountable?
does he feel like he need more so for this show?
I don't like that at all.
You're supposed to protect Black women, right?
Right, but Carlos wants to protect Black men. Am I lying? That's what's more important to him on the OWN network. So,
Ooh,
y'all, we
definitely being fired tonight, ain't it?
We see where this show is going, y'all. We see where this show is going. Big Lou, I feel like you should come harder. He should have came harder at them. Hold these men accountable.
I don't know, y'all. They might have brought it up. We don't know if they cut it out or not. Because, like you said, they do show favoritism sometimes.
That's true.
Okay, we skipped over the naming ceremony. Did we skip over that, or we talked about that?
We didn't talk about that.
Oh, yes, we did. We did talk about it. We talked about it because I said she didn't want any attachments to this man.
And who would?
Cecita says, when you are a fabulous mom. Oh, you look like sisters. People say that about me and my daughter. You know, when you get your mom's young age, when you get your mom's young age, you will look just as fabulous as you look now. Oh, you are so sweet. I don't know why I thought this was about Melody. No lie. So all of the men on Love and Marriage, Huntsville.
Yes.
Bell Collective. Oh my God.
Bell Collective too.
Bell Collective too.
I like Cliff. I like Cliff. I'm playing. I'm just playing.
When you like Cliff.
But I did see Marceau and Cliff go live together on Carlos's page. And I'm like, first of all, Carlos, you go live with Heavenly every Monday to review a show on Bravo, but you can't even talk to your own people about the show that you produce. What sense does it make?
I feel like maybe it's him trying to. I don't know, child.
No, he don't care enough.
I don't even know what to say, child. I feel like he's trying to.
He don't care enough. He sit there every week and go live with Heavenly, but you don't even want to go live with your own cast members to review your own shows. That says a lot. And
he got mad at what's her name for calling him a blogger, but he don't be wanting to give away his storylines and stuff like that on his shows. I feel like I don't know what. No.
Thank you, Juan. Yeah, like something is not right with the way he's doing things, you know? Something ain't right. Oh, we both clicking on the comments, y'all.
Sorry.
Susan says when Martell gets ready to move on with someone else, he's going to have a hard time with Coleslaw because she said her real feelings. He don't ever look out for me. I don't see him moving on. I don't see her moving on. That's not even a possibility in my mind with the way this woman acts.
I feel like he's tried to move on, but he cannot hold a strong woman. You know, I feel like the only reason why Melody stayed with you so long is because she got with you when y'all were young. You know, and she wanted a marriage. She wanted to uphold this image that she had in Huntsville. That's the only reason why she stayed with you, baby. If it wasn't for that, she probably would have been left you. And any other woman at the age that you're at, you in your 40s, if you go to another woman in their 40s or late 30s, they're not going to put up with the kind of stuff that you're putting down.
Yeah.
So I feel like she is we've already seen him try to move on. She is the last resort, you know?
Yeah. And she's like a child.
if he does get with find another woman that's a successful woman, because that's what he wants. He wants a successful woman to help build him up. I feel like it would be somebody with very low self-esteem. You know, he would have to lower what he wants as far as looks in a woman to get what
he's gonna have to settle for something, because you're not a catch yourself. You're not a prize yourself. What do you bring to the table, Martell? Nothing.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Because Stephen says when Martell gets ready to move on with someone else, he's going to have a hard time with coleslaw.
We just read it already.
Yeah, I clicked the wrong one. Men will, I'm sorry, y'all. Men will marry another woman that they feel has value. Slow slaw has no value. I agree with that.
So did y'all catch when Martell was trying to make it seem like he's only giving his input about the name change because of the show, not that he really cares?
And that's a whole lie.
Yes. And Miss Nell even had to set the record straight, because Mel was like, well, you even talked about it to Miss Nell. And he was like, yeah, because it was a scene. And Nell said, we've talked about it in scene and out of scene.
Okay. So, why are you getting so hyped up about it? Why are you taking names on who is attending the naming ceremony if you don't care about it?
Yes, that's so weird. It's like, are you making a hit list? What's going on?
Yeah, it's very weird.
He has a lot of issues, this man does, and it's kind of scary.
Oh, Cecile says, wait. I'm sorry, y'all. He wanted to Chicago too? Is that what they say? Chicago? He wanted to control his women like Marceau, like Maurice and Marceau, but Mel was a pit bull in a skirt.
Ooh. She's intelligent. Melody is a smart
Melody.
Boss. She's a boss.
Doing the controlling around these parts, okay?
She's not a pick me, you know, like those two. But yeah, absolutely agree. He thought he was going to be able to do that, because I remember one time he even said that he talked to the old men, and the old men told him, find somebody that they got something to lose, you know, telling him tips on how to do it better. Yeah, she gonna accept it.
That is crazy.
It's sad. He thought she was gonna accept his cheating.
It's not 1940.
Yeah.
Travanisa says, my friends in Huntsville said when Love and Marriage Huntsville started, Mel loved her husband. But y'all know before that, she had already left him. They say she had already left him, and when she got the call from Carlos King, they tried to make things work again. I don't know if that's true or not, but I can.
It's true, because she said it herself. She said it herself. I remember on the reunion, Carlos said, a past reunion, Carlos even said, like, he had to convince her to do it because she didn't even want to do the show anymore after she found out he was cheating.
Yeah.
So.
Succeeding says, I think Mel was intelligent and only became more vocal once she dealt with his mess over the years. Yeah.
Yeah, she's the only intelligent woman besides Stormi on that, well, and Nell, on that cast. The rest of them are just, I don't even want to say it.
One says, yes, Martell is one sad individual. Nothing is going right for him. Him and Coleslaw are meant for each other. I absolutely agree.
Yeah, when you do so much dirt to people and you treat people like that, you're not going to have no good luck in the world at all. So he's going to find out.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see where he's going to end up, you know, even after this show is done. If he gets fired, you know, I really want to see what's going to happen with him and how his whole situation is about to change. Now he has a court case going on, criminal court case. So he's going to have a lot of time to think about all of the poor decisions he has made. And for what? For your own decisions, for your own doing, because nobody has done anything to him. People have tried to protect him time and time and time again. Y'all need to stop coddling these grown men because this is what happens. And it was so funny when he stormed off that reunion stage in that little bitty suit. You're a liar. She ain't
Making
lying.
me look bad.
That was hilarious. Y'all.
When he went to go get those papers, but I don't think that was the transcripts. That's what Melody said. It wasn't the transcripts. Cecile says, did you all get the feeling that Carlos did not really see it for Stormi? Oh, yeah, we skipped right over Stormi scenes, did we? Or
I don't think they talked about her much, but I agree, Succeeding, because even when Stormi tried to hold LaTisha accountable for plagiarizing her policy, Carlos was like, next topic. And I'm like, wow, how much are the Scots paying you? Do him and Marcel got a secret relationship going on? What's happening?
Wait, I'm sorry. Say it again. What you said?
When Stormi tried to hold LaTisha accountable for plagiarizing her shipping policy, she said a graphic designer is not responsible for that. Carlos said, next topic. So it lets me know he's showing favoritism to the Scots.
He didn't just say that, although I do feel
yes, he did.
He said if it was him, he would have made the graphic designer go on live or on his website and say that it was his fault for putting that out there.
Yeah, and after he said that, that's when Stormi set the record straight and said that's not even a graphic designer's responsibility. And it's not. As a business owner, you're supposed to give them the policy. A graphic designer is designing the layout of your website. So, LaTisha, she's so smart. She's so smart and she's such a boss, y'all. So let her be what she want to be.
Okay. Cecily says, do you all think Tisha purposely did the alleged copy and paste to bottles to minimize Stormi's business? I think Tisha planned it on purpose. I personally, in the beginning, I thought that Stormi's company was making LaTisha's product. You know how they can be like a copycat product? That's what I thought.
Under a different label.
Yeah, and I thought they made a mistake, because it was coming from the same place, and I just thought they made a mistake putting it up on there. Do I think that LaTisha would purposely do that? I don't know. I mean, I can't really put nothing past them because I just told y'all that I think they made up. At this point, I think they're making up these allegations about the cheating to help their storyline. So I don't put nothing past these people.
Do I think she did it intentionally? Yes. But what was her purpose though? I don't understand what she would have to gain from it. But yeah, she definitely did intentionally copy and paste. I mean, that's all they can do, right? They have no original bone in their bodies. They're not real business people. They're not business minded. So I don't expect anything more from her. That's what I would expect from her. Copy and paste. She can barely formulate a sentence.
Boy, you be tough on Tisha, don't you?
It's the truth.
Why are you so tough on Tisha?
It is the truth.
Tisha told us that she had stuttering problems as a kid.
No. Okay, well, stuttering is different from you can't spell.
A lot of country people, when you're from these back ass woods, you cannot speak properly for some reason. I don't know if it's something in the water. I don't know if they eating dirt. I don't know what's going on, but when you come from the backwoods, sometimes it just be a problem.
Or everybody else on the show speaks.
We need to have damn right.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but to me, Carlos has a lackluster attitude towards any cast member more popular than the Scotts or Martell. The Fletchers may save the show. I agree. That's their last hope.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's the last.
Remember when the show was really, really popular, like when it first came out, everybody used to say that Melody was his favorite. And I think he like took pleasure or joy in people saying that. And he still
Saying
said
what?
that Melody was his favorite. But I don't know I think you're right. It's like it's almost like he don't really care about his show. Kind of feel like that, huh?
He doesn't. Not at all. Something is happening. I don't know what it is, but yeah, it's like why you can't get on live and review your own shows with your own people, but you doing it for another network. It don't make sense to me.
Maybe it's the views. Maybe he get more views when he talk about the other people's stuff instead of his own stuff. Maybe he need to just go on and give us a ratchet show. He do ratchet very well. He was one of the first producers on Love and Hip Hop. So go on and give us a ratchet show, Carlos, if that's what your heart desires.
Yeah, and that's the thing. He was a producer on Love and Hip Hop, and he sat there and let Marcel say that, oh, people who own drugs, I don't know if I can say that, but he was like, oh yeah, people who own, they throw drinks. That's why people throw drinks. People who own, and I'm like, that's what Marcel said. That's what Marcel said about KeKe. As you know, that's the only reasoning that he gave. Oh, she threw a drink. She must be on. Why didn't Carlos come and correct what he said? Because he has said a lot of problematic things on this platform, and Carlos lets it slide all the time. I'm like, throwing a drink, that's not justification of somebody being on
drugs.
Yes.
People throw drinks on reality TV all the time.
Exactly.
I mean, all those drugs, that's crazy. That is crazy.
Carlos, as a producer, should know that of all people, and he should have cleared that up.
Maybe he was saying with everything put together. Yeah. Everything put together, KeKe, you know.
Succeeding says now Carlos seems to be back Team Melody. No. And they're touring, right? Yeah. I think she's just going to be on one show, but he's definitely using her. He's not Team Melody. He's using her for the millimeters to gain what he can gain. Just like the rest of this cast uses her. He's definitely not Team Melody. What do you think? What? He's using her real bad. Real bad. Like Carisha. But, you know, we just gonna let that be what it is.
You know what?
What?
When Carlos thought Martell and Sheree was together, he was Team Martell, you know. So it just be weird. Whoever is on the highest wave, then he about to sit a drone, or he about to try to be on that same wave, you know, with whoever he want to be on the surfboard with whoever is on the top wave at that moment. So,
I agree. Carlos does not like Melody. He wanted Martell. I absolutely agree. 100%.
I feel like he be mad at the millimeters sometimes. When he feel like the millimeters doing too much, he be mad at them and talking, you know, shit at them. So
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's look, she say like a pendulum on a clock. Yes, that it's like that. So it's like you always gotta be watching yourself, but that's what this industry is. It's all about money, likes, views, clicks, you know, likes. This is what it's all about.
Yeah.
And to be honest with y'all, sometimes I refuse to be going deeper and deeper into the depths of hell. So this channel will be whatever it's gonna be. I just refuse to go to the depths of hell to make this channel a successful. It will do it naturally, or it won't do it at all.
Cause you ain't kissing no butts.
Cause I ain't going to hell for it. Well, I ain't about to be taking payments to sway my views on what I know is right from wrong, you know.
Yeah, a lot of people do that. A lot of these celebrities like Candy, allegedly Martell, Like, you know, they do try to pay bloggers and stuff to put out a narrative.
Oh, girl, you say allegedly when you're talking about Candy. Now, you don't got no proof of this. We don't got no proof of none of this that we're talking
Everybody
about.
knows
This
that.
stuff is allegedly. Now,
I
Candy,
said allegedly.
Gift basket.
I said
Okay,
allegedly.
your gift basket.
I said allegedly. Can you hear?
No,
Now,
I can hear it.
Okay, well, open your ears. Y'all know Candy be trying to pay bloggers with, you know, persuading them, bribing them with gift baskets and stuff like that. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. Come on now. Everybody know that.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
What?
Right here.
What?
Candy gave a Christmas dinner for bloggers that nice to her.
Exactly.
But you're saying that she paid them though. So
I mean, she
just say
okay. She may not have paid them, but she likes to give them things, give them interviews, fly them out to be on her show, give them gift baskets, have a dinner for them, shout them out. You know, she'll try to do things like that. So she have them in her corner.
Do y'all think Barbara Walters took dinners and gift bag from celebrities?
No, that's a real
no.
That's a real journalist right there.
And this is the problem with Carlos. Like Carlos want to become, you're a journalist, you have a degree in journalism, but you deal in gossip, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So you
yeah, exactly.
You don't. It's like you don't deal in journalism. You deal in gossip. One says Carlos is using her fan base on the 21st, in my opinion. No other cast members can sell out anything. You sure tell the truth, but I hope they cancel that shit, please.
You sure right, one. That's why LaTisha and Marcel had to cancel Bet on Black, because guess what? Ain't nobody about no tickets.
No, somebody called the people on them, girl.
Even when they had like donations on their Instagram, like one person donated.
Girl, somebody called the people and said they was gonna be doing a gambling event and they don't have a license to be gambling. Girl, they had to shut it down.
I know, but even on Instagram, they couldn't even get donations.
Christina says your channel is amazing. It grows even when you don't put out a lot of content. Thank you. It's a lot though. It's hard, even because we demonetized at this moment, so they don't throw our videos or lives into the algorithm. You know, we have to depend on y'all to like the video in order for the video to get out there until they approve us and approve our content, because our mouths do run a little bit crazy. And these new systems that they have now, these AI systems that they have now to check the content, you know, so thoroughly and quickly, you know, it can be a detriment to anybody.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Not a Carlos fan, but Dr. Simone made a comment, and she's part of a trashy cast. Succeeding. She's a part of a cast full of doctors. How is that trashy? Her and Dr. Jackie came on the show with her nose in the air. But it is true that doctors can be elitist. So, especially Dr. Jackie, we know she got her nose in the air. But trashy, come on now. You're tripping with that. I mean, but we know Dr. Jackie didn't learn her lesson.
You said trashy. I'm loving your all's channel. Nice and calm here. Thank you so much.
But you know, Dr. Heavenly, she is kind of, I mean, she goes low. She goes low to the low to the low. And I'm like, you are a doctor, so why does she behave this way? You know, that's why I do think they say Sweet Tea said Damon cheated on Heavenly. I think he would, because he probably want a classy woman. He probably tired of her mouth. You know? So I can see that.
Christina says a lot of doctors have a God complex. I absolutely 100% agree with this.
Yeah.
And
And that's
sometimes,
why she was humbled. Dr. Jackie was humbled.
yeah, sometimes
Big
they need to
time.
be humbled. They need to be humbled. They need to be humbled because you are not God. And a lot of times God will come in a situation where the doctor says you ain't gonna live, and God said, watch this. Okay. So I absolutely agree with that. And the doctors will actually say, it had to be God. It was nothing but God.
Yeah. Whoa.
What's going on? Y'all got back?
Huh?
It seemed like your lights went out.
My ring light just went off. I don't know why it went off.
Oh, Cecily says they to me are acting like trash. Dr. Heavenly, Dr. Simone, and her vulgarity. They swept their relationship. His friend he invited to the house under the rug.
Dr. Simone and her vulgarity. I saw some people kind of going back and forth about, the way they act. And they were like, well, how do you think your doctor act in real life? They probably worse, than that. So I don't know. I kind of agree with that because to me, I like to see them be so relatable, with their family. Even when Simone does get loud, like to me, it's relatable because I feel like Simone is a good doctor.
Oh, baby, don't let Dr. Simone get no tequila up in her, baby. That's one person, just from watching her on TV, I would never have drinks with. I would never go out and have drinks with Dr. Simone because she gets real crazy. She gets loud. She starts screaming at people when she starts drinking. I can't stand a mean drunk, baby.
She does get really loud. So loud.
Dr. Heavenly will tear the house down like Funky doesn't even once she don't get a contract renewal. True.
She sure will. That's why she acting the way she acting. And it's like, it's disgraceful to say that you're a doctor and a doctor's wife and acting like this on TV. It is a shame.
I do like Dr. Heavenly, though. I just think that lady really is crazy, though.
I like her too. She's funny, but she takes it too far at times.
I agree. I feel like she do take it too far sometimes. I feel like when you start talking about people, mamas, that's wrong. She should have never been talking about nobody mama on this show. You are a doctor, for God's sake.
Mm-hmm.
But I love her scenes with her daughter. I feel like her and her daughter remind me of me and you because her daughter gonna always check.
She really do.
Yeah, her daughter gonna always check her, and her daughter told her to. And if y'all think about this, Emily, I never in her mother plucking life said, "Let me go talk to my sister and bring her on the show and try to mend this relationship." She's only doing that now because Quad is not here. Not that Quad just brought so much to the show, but a lot of these people they ain't got no storyline. So you trying to deal with your real life at this moment. You know what I'm saying? She said her sister forgot to sign the release. Her sister was filming with her, and her sister got into it horribly. And she said they both said things that they shouldn't have said on TV, but because her sister didn't sign the release, it's not going to be on the show. But that is something that I feel like we should be able to see your real ass life. Just like Nene and her sisters. You showing us, okay, Greg has passed away. If you want to come back to the show, what are you going to show us? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
If Nene is not going to show us her son dealing with his addiction issues, if you're not going to show us you trying to reconcile with your sisters, and you steady be out here calling Cynthia your sister, or she was like my sister, girl, get your ass out of here. You got real sisters, okay? Go mend your relationships with them and let us see.
Yeah.
Let us get their side of the story because we already know you're a little bit crazy.
Yeah, that show I enjoy the whole cast because they're all authentic to a certain degree and they have true connections.
Yeah. What do y'all think about I like Dr. Simone. I cannot stand Dr. Jackie. I can maybe deal with Dr. Heavenly for a couple of hours a month. Y'all, Dr. Jackie something else. If y'all notice, she always talking about people rolling their eyes and rolling their neck. But if you go to the episodes where she was pissed off with somebody, she is rolling her eyes and she is rolling her neck. You are no different from any other woman. When we get mad, we have these mannerisms, and you should not be talking crazy to people about their mannerisms. It don't damn matter where they are from. We
like
black women. We black women. And you black too. You black.
Yeah.
And you roll your eyes and you roll your neck.
They had to remind her that she's black. But I feel like Sweet Tea needs to step it up a little bit. You letting them walk all over you. You need to step it up a little bit, Sweet Tea.
Hold up now.
What?
Sweet Tea need to step it up a little bit?
Yes. Heavenly and them ladies have been running over her the entire season.
I feel like she have been doing as much as she can. I feel like Sweet Tea got a little bit of oxygen, true crime in her. She don't need to step it up no more, baby. You need to just go on live like you've been doing. You need to get some better tea. That's what you need to do. You need to get some better dirt on them. Other than that, she
do something. Do something.
Wait a minute. I don't like the way Dr. Simone and Dr. Jackie did Mariah. I agree with that. They all ganged up on Mariah, put her off the show. But I also feel like Mariah had this God complex where she thought because she made the show and she's an executive producer, she can say and do whatever she wants to the other ladies. I didn't like that about Mariah. I feel like in order for a cast to move along and get along, you gotta forgive. You gotta forgive and forget. Go into the new season with no holds and not holding stuff in your heart. You know, you gotta move forward. That's the reason why they did what they did to Quad. Because she don't know how to forgive and forget.
Yeah. That's true.
Succeeded says, I think Sweet Tea needs to sit down and learn her husband. She need to do that too. You gotta learn your husband, especially in the first years of marriage. You gotta learn your husband and learn how to cope and deal with who he is as a person.
Yeah, it come on tonight. I mean, if it's good, we'll review it. But I can't review no boring show, y'all.
Oh, the Melody. I'm tripping. Melody and Betty. That's the last part of this show, y'all. Oh, wait, y'all. We gotta talk about Tiffany and postpartum depression for just a minute. Just a minute, because you know, I had postpartum depression with my last child. You know, I had seven children. I was raising 7 children in here and doing our at-home business. I had a salon in my house. So me and you both and all of y'all, we all just like tried to tell Tiffany, you don't need to have no baby. Your kid's about to be grown. Why are you out here trying to have a baby?
Yeah.
This girl wanted that baby so bad. Now you got this baby. Now you're dealing with postpartum depression. You can't work. You don't want to be on loving
marriage.
You know, you can't get along. You lose.
Yeah. And it's like amazing to me how she is a mature woman at a seasoned age, and you don't already know this. You have children already. You know what it's gonna be like. So why would you put yourself in this position?
Well, you don't know. Sometimes you don't know, because I had 4 children. I didn't get postpartum depression to the last one, because my last baby was crazy. He just screamed, crying, holler all the time. Just holler.
Well, my first baby crazy, so.
Yeah, this baby used to do nothing but holler. I'm telling y'all, I like to lost my mind with this child. So
oh my God.
I hate that she going through this. I hate that she is having to you know, downgrade her income, you know, to deal with what she's going through. And I hope their marriage is able to withstand, everything that she's
I
going
think it
through.
will. I think their marriage will work out because her husband seems very devoted to their marriage. He's a good man, so it'll work out.
He seems to be a good man. He taking up her slack while she can't work. So I guess.
But if it's me, my kid's grown, finna be out the door. I ain't finna have no new baby. Are you crazy? I'm finna live my best life.
Okay. Juan says sweet. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say she tripping.
Juan says Sweet Tea is on the cray cray side, but I kind of like her on the show a little bit. Yes.
I agree, Juan. She is.
Hi, Megan. I hope you hit the like button as you came in. Oh, so it's her being in a different relationship that made her want a child.
Yeah.
And then Cecina says she wishes they would have focused on Tiffany's business more because we don't even know what the hell this woman do.
We don't. We really don't.
She could have sold us some big what you call that big jewelry? What is called when it's like a big piece?
Centerpiece? Oh, I don't know. Statement piece.
Statement. She could have sold us some statement pieces while she was on here, because Lord, we definitely don't know nothing else about her, but besides she liked to wear some big ass JCPenney jewelry on her neck. That's it.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Okay, so wait, we got Tiffany and Betty. Now let me be completely honest with y'all. I ain't right.
Melody and Betty.
Melody and Betty. I ain't right. See how y'all be having me? We just all across all these shows. I ain't write nothing down with Betty because I don't like Betty. I don't like to hear Betty's voice. I don't like to see Betty's face.
But she looked good. I was like, look at mama. She looked good in her black dress and her hair and makeup was on point. I was like, look at you. She looked good. She looked different from what we have seen of her. So I was like, huh?
Not in my opinion.
Okay, well, I'm just saying I liked her hair. Her dress was nice. She looked like a nicely dressed, mother.
They look like a gremlin to me. I'm sorry.
You need to stop it.
Gremlin, okay? Gremlin that somebody poured water on after midnight. Crystal says,
Travel needs to say Betty look good. I agree. Now don't be a hater. Now we ain't got to like her.
I'm scared of her. No. Crystal says, I think because she had to raise the child alone while Lewis was out at work was a little bit too much for her. Okay, but that's what she asked for. That's what's crazy. Because it's just her and the baby. It's just her and the baby. It ain't like she got, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you got a good husband. So, yeah, like you a single mom.
She want him to be there too.
But, okay, back to Betty.
Okay, so yes, the best I've ever seen her. That's what Travanisa says. Best you've ever seen her, but still giving gremlin.
Oh my gosh, y'all! Stormi and Betty did make some valid points when they were talking about the situation with Melody. Now, let's be real.
I can agree with that.
They did make some valid points. They were making sense.
Yes, because when this first came out, the videos of ours are not up to prove what I'm saying, but I absolutely agree with Stormi when all of this came out because Melody may not have been saying what she was saying to make it seem like it was Stormi that was putting out, because sometimes you never know, production can put out stuff. You never know who is doing this. So Melody was like, people recording her in her house. The only people that's recording you in your house is production, baby. But you making a parents think that it's Stormi. Now we know dang well Stormi. Now what is Stormi putting something under her wig and going in this girl's house and recording her? I don't think so.
They said at the time she was really talking about Destiny. But I mean, I don't even know if Destiny did or not, but they say that's who she was really talking about. But I mean, even if you was talking about Destiny, like they were saying, why not just say I was talking about Stormi? Why you tucking your tail between your legs? Say a name.
No,
Maybe
why
Tisha was right. Maybe Melody is a scary cat.
Melody,
I don't know.
Melody just didn't want to give this lady no shine. Cause F you, really, who are you?
Oh, Destiny or who?
No, I'm talking about the grandmama. What's who?
Betty.
Stop. I mean, Melody wasn't trying to take it there with her. Who wants to argue with this old lady? She's not her peer. She's not her co-worker.
I agree. Stormi doesn't need a mouthpiece,
And Melody ain't filmed. She only filmed one scene with her. What am I finna sit up here and argue? I'm the head of this show. What I'm finna sit here and argue with you for, gremlin? Girl, bye.
I was confused as to why she was even there in the first place. She shouldn't have never been on the show. Stormi don't need a mouthpiece. Stormi can say what she need to say. She's very opinionated and vocal.
And she's very capable of doing it.
She should have said how she felt with her own mouth. She's not 5 or 10 years old.
Tisha could have been talking about Stormi not having a smoke for Melody, because Stormi just kept telling her mama, Betty, be quiet, mama. She was telling her not to go up against Melody. If you noticed,
she ain't talking about. No. She's not talking about that.
Okay.
But yeah, I just feel like, Stormi, you're not 5 years old. You can talk for yourself. Your mother doesn't need to be here. I don't understand why. I feel like that's being pushed by Carlos to have a mother replace Wanda, and that's not needed at all.
Carlos always wants to have a mother because he loved Mama Joyce. And he wants to have a Mama Joyce, but you ain't found your Mama Joyce yet, because what you don't understand, Carlos, is Mama Joyce went against her daughter's husband. Mama Joyce didn't come out here going against the cast left and right. She did not do that. Mama Joyce was focused on Candy's bank account and anybody that could come between her and their damn bank account. Okay? So if you want to find somebody like that, then do that. But we're not there yet. These mammies that you got, they want to be stars themselves. Mama Joyce was the star without being the star,
Naturally, yeah.
Yeah. Stormi was sending slick subliminal shots at Melody on Instagram at the time. So Melody was in no hurry to correct. Okay. And Succeeding says, I loved Courtney's mom too. Courtney's mom just gave authentic. She gave genuine. She gave love.
Mm-hmm. You can tell that's why he's the person he is, because he has a good mother and he's a good man. So it makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. And in all of his things, he is just always talking about Stormi this and Stormi that, and Stormi ain't gonna do this, and I'm gonna do he loves Stormi. We get it.
Right.
And that's beautiful to see on this show, because all of these men out here, they really suck. So to see to see Courtney loving on Stormi is awesome.
Yeah.
Next season, we do not need to see Betty, not for 1 second. Do we care about what's going on in that family?
I don't at all. We don't even know those people. So why are they on my television?
I don't know Betty. I don't know her mama. I don't know the sister.
I don't know the cousin.
These people. They trying to this type of stuff happen in big families though. It's always some drama over who is taking care of the parents when the parents are getting older and need help. But we haven't built a connection with these people.
Yeah, we don't know them.
It seems all this stuff seems displaced, and it seems just thrown
together.
It just seems thrown in there. So
yep. That's what Carlos thinking of his show. We just gonna throw something together.
Yeah, he'll be on Carlos' ass.
I just say the truth.
Casino says Betty wanted her moment. And she took it, didn't she?
She needs to sit down and act like a mother. I love Melody's mom too. She has a good mom.
Yes. So now Miss Van is a spiritual woman, and I always feel like Miss Van always give grace, and she always is supportive of her daughter, whatever direction. If y'all remember when Melody got pregnant with Sugar Mama, she told Melody about her situation when she was pregnant with Melody. I just love Miss Van, and I appreciate her, and I feel like, did we get enough of Miss Van? Maybe we did. We could have dealt with just like a little bit more of Miss Van this season.
Yeah.
We gonna always add, if we're dealing with mamas, baby, bring more positivity and less negativity.
Which I don't know why he would invite Betty Travelista, but okay. Junior Stormi's cousin did look nice last night, but why was he there? Why was he there though?
He could have sat in the audience, but I agree, he did look nice. But yeah.
I mean, at this point, Carlos, give me an invitation. Let me sit on the couch.
What you gonna say?
I'm gonna just say my opinion. I'm gonna do what Carlos can't. I'm gonna hold them all to the to be accountable.
You crazy.
But I think that's it for part 2. What was the previews for the next one?
Preview for next one?
Yeah.
I didn't write it down.
Oh, it's so like not memorable at all, huh?
I never remember the previews for the next episode. That's just how I am. Crazy.
It's not, y'all. This reunion is not reunion in that much. Like I could barely even get through it. So hopefully next season we get more of the Fletchers and less of everybody else.
Oh, Crystal says Chris and Nell talk about their marriage. Yes, he's going to ask Nell about Chris's infidelity.
Yeah, and I'm like, why would you even bring that up? This has not happened on the show. This happened years ago before we even knew them. Why are you bringing that up, Carlos?
I feel like this should have been brought up in the new season. I feel like Melody and Nell could have possibly sat down, or maybe all of the women could have sat down and had a conversation about this. I don't know how it would have been brought up organically, but definitely
It's not
I want to know about Chris's infidelity. I definitely want to know about that.
I don't want to know about that. I feel like I want to see them be happy. I want to see them flourishing in their relationship. I don't want to go back down a deep, dark past. They've got through it. Let's look to the future.
They are an example of what can happen in marriage and how to move forward.
Only on Black shows do the people want to sit here and just.
That's a lie.
No. Only on Black shows, y'all want to focus so much on infidelity, even if it happened years ago. That's what the subject is going to be.
We are talking about men. Okay, we are talking about testosterone. We are talking about men.
No, we're talking about marriage. And okay, yes, if it happened, it happened. But we're not going to sit here and make that the topic of discussion when we've moved past it and it happened years and years and years ago.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not.
We definitely are.
We're gonna be organic, like you said. We could talk about it. I mean, I like how they are authentic. Like, yes, it happened, but we don't have to sit here and just, keep.
We're not gonna dwell on it, but these conversations definitely organically happen between women of what's happened in their marriage and how they got through it. I'm a hairstylist, so I sit behind that chair and I listen to a lot of things and I give a lot of advice, on how to move forward or where I've been, or what I think and this and that. As women, we are in a sisterhood, dealing with these men and men are crazy.
Travel
People go
is exactly. Carlos is horrible.
People
Absolutely
go through
horrible.
midlife crisis. Men and women go through midlife crisis. We're just talking about life in general. You know,
Succeeding. Carlos asked the question.
love and marriage.
It was crazy because when Nell is still healing, they have moved on. Exactly. Crystal, their
What?
testimony is for the Holtz and Scott.
Go back.
What?
Carlos asked the question. It was crazy because when Nell is still healing, they have moved on. Nell is not still healing. They have moved on. And she can be a voice in somebody's marriage, like she was trying to be in Martell and Melody's, but Martell is not a man who was willing to move past his infidelities. He wanted to sit there with his mistress. You know, he wanted to have his cake and eat it too. Is that what they say? No, they say it's not cake and eat it too. They say it's cake and eat it too. He wanted both of them. So I feel like this show can give a voice to many women that are going through something. You gotta
They've
know
already given the voice to that.
you gotta know who you're dealing with though at the end of the day when it comes to infidelities and stuff like that.
Oh my gosh. We have already dealt with a lot of toxicity on this show about infidelity. We need to move on to the next topic and we need to see a couple thriving. And Chris and Nell can bring that to the show.
They are thriving. We can talk about it all. We can talk about it all. This happened 20 years ago.
Exactly.
Talk about it all.
It's not relevant.
And we're gonna talk about it all. This is a reality show. That's what they came here for, to open your life up. Open your life up.
And they have.
Public.
And they have.
Advice. Help the younger marriages. You know,
we can agree to disagree on that part.
Absolutely. Let's move forward.
But yeah, it looked like everybody agreed with what I'm saying though.
But anyways, yeah, like I said, when I was advocating for Chris and Nell to be on this show, I said I want to see what they've been through. I want to hear more of their story because they've been through what Martell and Melody was going through, and they were separated for an entire year, and they some kind of way they worked their way back into each other. I said I want to hear their story. So you on the show now. Yes, we seeing where y'all at now with these grown ass kids, these grown ass entitled kids, but I want to see where they came from as well.
I mean, they have talked about it. We don't need to keep dwelling on it, but you know,
they have talked about it.
But clearly, that's what Carlos wants. So that's what you want. That's what we gonna get. Y'all want toxic. Y'all want drama. Y'all want messy marriages.
It's not toxic.
I thought the show was on Black love and Black business. But clearly, the show is about Black infidelity. We need to change the title of it.
Excuse me. Marriages go from newlywed status to empty nest status. And there are a lot of stages in between newlyweds and empty nesters. So let's talk about it. That's what we're here for.
I totally agree with succeeding. As a culture, we have to stop wanting repeated trauma. Do we think that kids want to hear about their past? They have other stories, especially when they have already even admitted and shared with us that that's something they've been through. They're not hiding it, but it's not something that we need to go back through again.
Crystal says, I want to know. I want to know too, Crystal.
That's fine. Y'all gonna know. Y'all gonna know. Carlos Y'all gonna know because Carlos gonna ask the question, so y'all gonna get it.
One says the Fletchers talked about this on his show when Carlos interviewed him, but I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I watched it, and that's the reason that somebody had said that Nell is still healing because she did start crying when Carlos had asked her a specific question. Exactly, yeah. You want to see her crying and go back down that deep dark place. Don't say no now. That's what you want. That's what you want to see.
I do want to see emotions. I want to see raw feelings. Absolutely, I do.
See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all are so funny. No, that's what you just said you want to see.
Because I can't believe that after all these years, she's crying about it. When a man is right there by her side.
Yeah.
Right here by you. What you crying for, girl?
So yeah, that'll be interesting. I hope. What? Yes.
So see, you crazy. I don't want to see Nell cry. I just want to see what really happened. I don't want to see Nell crying. I really was surprised that she was crying, and it happened so long ago. Like, I mean, I'm kind of tough sometimes. I'm sensitive sometimes. I'm tough sometimes. So to see that she's crying, all these years later, and then she has the she be screaming and hollering at people so much. I never thought I would see that from there. Like,
yeah. I mean, we're all human. At the end of the day, we all human.
Yeah, that's true. I guess.
Well, okay. I think that's. I gotta go eat something. We gotta get off of here.
What you about to go eat?
Some rice and gravy with chicken.
No rice.
What? What?
One says yes, Nell did cry. It was sad, but she came back fast from those tears. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you. Y'all might have to make me have to go
watch that interview.
Yeah, but I'll be on Oxygen True Crime and ID channel like it ain't nothing, baby.
It was a good interview. I watched it.
Okay.
It was like we got to see them behind the scenes. Because their personality was just like the real personality was coming out.
Succeeding says we talk from both ends. I'm with baby girl. We say we want Black excellence, but do we really? Seeing Nell cry each time is too much. Yeah, I don't want to see it.
Exactly.
I mean, it is what it is. So you guys, please hit that like button. We thank you guys for being here with us. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. And join us on Sundays for lives. And if we pop in through the week, it'll just be randomly. But for sure, join us on Sunday evenings for lives. Again, we thank y'all for watching. Please like, comment, consider subscribing to the channel, and we will see y'all on the next one.